Hey guys, and welcome to the Butterflie Gaming channel. My name is Luke from the channel German Luke, and in today's episode of Meet the Team, we're introducing you Rilley, the operations manager.
Alright, so my name is Rilley Anderson. I'm 30 years old. Some of my hobbies would include one, gaming, Call of Duty, and then I like to do a lot of outdoor stuff. So I do hiking, fishing, hunting, but I like being outdoors. So anything that gets me outside, I pretty much enjoy doing. So
awesome. I mean, Utah is definitely the right place for outdoors.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm sure it influenced a lot of my hobbies. I grew up here, so you kind of adapt to the environment, right?
That's awesome. So in regards to Butterflie Gaming, Jesse said that you and him are like the founding team, but like who came up with the idea? Like, did he approach you? You approached him? How did that conversation kind of go down?
That's a really good question. So. It kind of all just happened at once, right? So Jesse and I have been working together for a couple of years now, and so anytime he has an idea or we're messing around and just brainstorming, we're both kind of in it from the get-go. I say the concept of Butterflie Gaming and what it is and can be is mostly Jesse, but I was right there from the foundations, helping with the branding and formulating the idea to where we wanted to grow it to and all that stuff. So Jesse is kind of the brainchild of it, and I'm just like the second guy there.
Sweet. So I think that's also something Jesse mentioned. It was, I think he said you talked about it for like almost a year or something before it like actually became like a physical product, so to speak. But you say you were on board right away. Were there like any concerns, or what were like your initial thoughts when this became more like a real thing, something that's actually gonna get started?
There was, I mean, obviously the concern of just being new to it, right? It's one thing to have cool ideas and to think, hey, let's go start a gaming company, right?
It's true.
It's another thing to take that thought and actually create a company behind it. So especially having been in startup atmosphere for the last few years, personally, I mean, everything went through my head at once, right? I'm thinking of, okay, how are we going to grow it? How are we going to monetize? How are we going to bring people in? So I say, like, all the concerns I think of kind of came in at once. But overall, I mean, it was just more excitement, right? To get started, to try it out. I'm pretty entrepreneurial in spirit, and I like just jumping in and trying new stuff out and seeing what I can do. So the opportunity to work with Jesse on it was just a bonus. So
sweet. It's and then just kind of going off of that. So I think on the website it says your official title is like operations manager, right? Yeah, so what for someone like me who doesn't know what an operations manager is, what does that mean on like a day-to-day basis, like in regards of task or like the things that you do or are in charge of?
So you can kind of think of operations manager as the guy that's helping things run smoothly, right? So when Jesse and I come up with these ideas on what we're going to do and how it's going to work with our gamers, with content creators, I'm the guy that's kind of in the back looking at the plan, making sure that we have everything in place so everyone has the support they need, and then also just looking to the future and making sure we're headed the right direction for where we want to be. Whether that's getting ready for the next show, for the next event, for the next contest, it's all just kind of the smoother of the company, smoothing everything out, making sure it runs right and goes the way we want it to go for everyone.
So like a lot of planning on the back end, what most people usually don't see, so to speak.
Yeah, it's it's trying to think through all the potential problems, right? And that's a huge part of it. Trying to think through the potential problems, what could come up, make sure we're ready for it, so that it can all go off smoothly.
Sweet. And in that, was there like anything that you did previous? You said like I think you mentioned you were in like the startup atmosphere for quite a while. Is there anything that helped you or kind of prepared you for that, or is operations manager something completely new to you? Like you just had to learn it as you go, or you already kind of knew what you were doing?
You know, I'd say that it's kind of offload into this. So I mean, having the title operations manager is new, I guess, but really, I've been doing that the whole time. I mean, especially like I said, in the startup atmosphere, you're always wearing multiple hats.
That's true.
You're trying to make your stuff. You're working as a team. So I mean, I would say that everything I've done, from anything from marketing, customer service stuff I've done in the past, management, it all comes into play with this position. Just making sure that we all work together well, and that it all goes off and becomes what it can be, right? Because there's big visions for Butterflie Gaming and what we're going to do, and so all of it's kind of helped me get to that point.
Sweet. And would you say where Butterflie Gaming is right now, how much of your work day does Butterflie Gaming take up? Is it like a full like work day, or is it more a little bit here and there? How I guess how involved are you in all this?
So I would say it depends on the day, right? So there's some days when we're really going hard, and it'll become work days and nights where we're working on agreements and events and getting everything set up, and other days it's a little bit more passive, right? We're able just to enjoy and hang out and be with our creators, be with our gamers, and just enjoy it. But I don't know if I could put an exact hours a day number on it, but
just kind of as needed.
As it's needed, as it grows, as things become available, opportunities open up, it takes different amounts of time.
Damn. Awesome. And then a couple more questions. Where do you see Butterflie Gaming, let's say by the end of this year? And then going along with that, what do you think is the biggest obstacle or task that Butterflie Gaming has to face or kind of challenge before the end of this year to get where you would like it to be?
So I think by the end of this year, the goal would definitely be to have our core group of partners and people in place. So, I mean, getting all of the contacts, making sure we have everyone set up with the games they're playing, make sure we got good teams in place, making sure we have content creators there backing it up and helping get that branding and the messaging out. That's where I see us at the end of this year is having that core group in place. So we're in a position that second year where we can really propel forward and start working on the sponsorships, the partnerships, getting into better and bigger events, and just moving forward in that regards as a team. First year is definitely going to be a lot of the team building aspect and working out the little fine details to that.
I agree. I think once you have like the core team and it just, I guess everyone knows what they're doing and the ball is rolling, I guess you can kind of focus on the bigger things, so to speak.
Yeah, and there's always stuff that comes up. It's hard to anticipate what the big problems will be because, I mean, this year we're in the middle of and events and opportunities that might normally exist aren't there. So that's been definitely a challenge in thinking of how we're going to grow this, how we're going to bring everyone together and build that. But then, I mean, there's always little things that come up, right? And so we'll see. It's still so new that I'm not sure what we'll run into, but I know that we'll be ready when it comes. We'll figure it out. So
awesome. And the very last question: if besides all the like the things that could go wrong or struggles, let's say it's, you know, it's the perfect world, where do you want Butterflie Gaming to be, like, further away in the future? Like, what would you say is maybe not the end goal, but something like really close to where you would want to have it in the end?
Well, you know, what I'd like to see is more than just like a gaming team. I'd like to see a gaming community, right, where we have stuff in place to help people that are coming into the gaming atmosphere, to build them up and to bring them up to where they can be. Esports is still relatively new in concept and what it's going to do, and I can see an opportunity to have a national, if not worldwide, eye on Butterflie Gaming, and I think that can come as we continue to build the right people in place and get the right stuff in place to be able to support one another. Like I said, I want it to be. I see it as a community. Yeah, there's going to be the teams that do their things, but the community is really where it's at, because I mean, gaming is here and it's here to stay. It's not going to go anywhere.
That's true.
Having a community that can work together and build each other is going to be key in that success. And I think that's the overall vision, is to build that community, build a good culture around that that supports that kind of vision.
Awesome. That was all.
Well, awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
And that is it for today's episode of Meet the Team. If you have any questions to either of those people that were half introduced so far or are introducing in the future, leave them down in the comments below and they will get to them as soon as possible. Also, if you would like some more information on Butterflie Gaming, link to the website is in the description as well. If you would like to be part of the team, just fill out an application. And lastly, if you liked the video, make sure you smash the like button, hit the sub button down below as well with the bell so you get notified every time we upload a new episode.
Fire.